Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's English listening practice. My name is Alex, and I'm so glad you're here with me. Today, we're going to talk about something big and important: how watching too much pornography can change your mind. Don't worry if this sounds hard. This lesson is perfect for level 2 learners like you. That means I'll use simple words, clear sentences, and lots of stories to make it easy to follow. Plus, I'll share ideas you can use in real life. Are you ready to learn something new? Awesome. Let's jump right in. Imagine you're sitting at home after school or work. You grab your phone or turn on your laptop. You start scrolling. Maybe you laugh at a silly video, play a quick game, or text a friend. But then you find something else: pornography. It's all over the internet, and millions of people look at it every day. In the United States alone, about 40 million adults say they visit these websites all the time. It's more common than you might think. But here's the big question. Did you know it can do things to your mind? Not just little things, but changes that affect how you feel, how you act, and even who you are. Today, we're going to explore that step by step. We'll talk about what happens inside your head, why it's tough to stop, how it hurts your relationships, what it does to your body, and how it messes with your choices. By the end, you'll see why this is something worth thinking about. So, sit back, listen carefully, and let's get started. Part 1. What happens inside your head? First, let's talk about your mind. Your mind is like the control center of your whole body. It decides when you're hungry, when you're sleepy, and how you feel about everything. When you look at pornography, something exciting happens inside it. Your mind creates a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is like a joyful spark. It makes you feel happy and alive. Think about eating your favorite snack, like a crunchy cookie or a juicy burger. When you take a bite, your mind says, "Wow, this is great," and sends out dopamine. Looking at pornography does the same thing. It lights up that joyful spark in your head. But here's the catch. If you look at pornography too much, like every day or for hours, your mind starts to shift. At first, a short video makes you feel good. But soon, that short video isn't enough. It's like drinking soda. One sip might wake you up, but after a while, you need a whole can to feel the same buzz. With pornography, your mind gets used to the dopamine. It whispers, "Give me more." So, you keep looking, chasing that same joyful feeling. Scientists have studied this with special tools. They use machines to take pictures of people's minds, like a map of what's going on inside. These maps show something surprising. When you watch too much pornography, your mind changes shape. It gets rewired. Rewire means the paths in your mind, like little roads, start to twist and turn in new ways. Normally, those roads lead to things like playing sports, talking to friends, or doing homework. But when you watch a lot of pornography, new roads grow, roads that only take you back to more videos. The old roads get dusty and small, while the new ones get wide and busy. Let's meet Tom. Tom is a guy who likes scrolling online. One night, he watches pornography for 10 minutes. It feels fun, like a little adventure. But the next night, 10 minutes isn't enough. He watches for 30 minutes. Then an hour. Soon, he's spending 2 hours every night. His mind keeps saying, More. One day, he tries to stop, but it's hard. His mind pulls him back to those new roads. That's what rewiring does. It turns pornography into something your mind thinks it needs, like water or air. Can you guess what Tom might do next? Think about it as we move on. Part 2. Why is it so tough to stop? Now let's dig deeper. Why is it so hard to stop once you start? Inside your mind, there's a tiny helper called delta FOSB. It's a molecule, a little piece that controls how you feel about fun things. Fun things are rewards, like winning a prize, getting a hug, or eating a big slice of cake. When you watch pornography a lot, this molecule grows stronger. It's like adding more bricks to a wall, higher and higher. This molecule works like a light switch. Every time you look at pornography, the switch flips on. When it flips, your mind builds new paths, those roads we talked about. The more you watch, the more the switch flips, and the bigger those paths become. Soon, your mind only wants to travel down those paths. It forgets about other joys, like drawing a picture, riding a bike, or laughing with your family. Here's a story about Sarah. Sarah is 19. She used to love baking cookies with her mom. The smell of chocolate chips made her smile. But then she started watching pornography every evening. At first, it was just 20 minutes, but soon it was 2 hours. Now, when she tries to bake, her mind says, "This is boring. I want videos instead." The paths in her mind have shifted, and baking doesn't light up that joyful spark anymore. She feels stuck, like her mind is pulling her in a direction she didn't choose. This is why some people say pornography is like a trap. It's not so different from eating too much candy or playing video games all day. Those things flip the same switch and build the same roads. The more you do it, the tougher it gets to turn back. But here's the good news: you can change it. If you feel like Sarah, like you can't stop, talk to someone. A friend, a teacher, or a doctor can help you flip that switch off. What do you think Sarah should do? Maybe we'll find out later. Part 3. How it hurts your relationships. Next, let's look at relationships. Relationships are the special bonds you have with people, like your parents, your best buddy, or maybe someone you love. Watching too much pornography can make those bonds weaker, and here's why. Pornography shows a fake world. The people in the videos, the wild stories, it's all pretend, like a movie with superheroes. But your mind doesn't always know it's fake. It starts to think, this is how things should be. Imagine you watch videos where everything is fast and loud, crazy and perfect. Then, you hang out with a real person like a friend or a partner. It feels slow and quiet, normal. Your mind says, this isn't exciting enough. That's called desensitization. It means your mind gets numb and stops feeling joy in real moments. Think about Mike. Mike is 23, and he has a girlfriend named Lisa. They used to love walking in the park and sharing ice cream. But Mike watches pornography every night for hours. Now, when he's with Lisa, he feels bored. His mind is used to the fast, fake stuff online, not the real, gentle time with Lisa. Lisa notices he's quiet and far away. She feels hurt, and their bond starts to crack. Why do you think Mike feels bored? It's because his mind has learned the wrong lessons. Scientists agree this happens a lot. Your mind gets trained to enjoy watching others instead of being with someone real. It's like practicing for a test you'll never take. Over time, you might not feel happy with the people you care about. That's a huge problem. Relationships make life warm and bright. If this sounds familiar, don't wait. Tell someone you trust. You can fix it before it breaks something important. Part 4. Problems with your body. Another big issue is your body, especially for guys. Watching too much pornography can cause trouble called sexual dysfunction. That's a long word, but it just means your body doesn't work right when you want to be close to someone. Here's how it works. If you look at pornography for hours, your mind gets tired of it. You see so much that nothing feels fresh or special. It's like eating the same soup every day. At first, it's tasty, but after 50 bowls, you don't even notice the flavor. With pornography, your mind builds a tolerance. It needs more and more to feel that joyful spark. For guys, this can mean trouble getting excited or staying excited with a real person. Doctors call it erectile dysfunction. There was a study with men aged 20 to 40. They answered questions about how their bodies feel, like if they enjoy close moments or feel satisfied. The men who looked at pornography a lot had more problems. Their minds were so numb from videos that real life didn't spark joy anymore. It's not just a little glitch. It can make you feel lost or ashamed. Meet John. John is 26. He loves scrolling online and watches pornography for 3 hours every night. One day, he meets a kind girl named Emma. They go on a few dates and he likes her smile. But when they're together, his body doesn't respond. He feels confused and embarrassed. Later, he talks to a doctor and learns it's because his mind is worn out from videos. If this happens to you, don't hide. A doctor can help you get back to normal. What would you say to John if you were his friend? Part 5. Messing up your choices. Finally, let's talk about choices. Your mind helps you decide things, like whether to study, clean your room, or watch TV. But too much pornography can mess this up. There's a part of your mind called the orbitofrontal cortex. It's like a wise guide that says, think carefully. When you watch a lot of pornography, this guide gets quiet. Because of dopamine again. Your mind gets so hooked on that joyful spark that it stops listening to the wise guide. Instead of planning smart moves, you act fast, without thinking. Imagine Anna. Anna is a student with a big test tomorrow. She knows she should study, but she looks at pornography for 3 hours instead. Her mind says, "This feels good now. Forget the test." The next day she fails. Her wise guide was too weak to stop her. This isn't just about one test. It can happen with work, money, or friends too. Scientists say this is like other traps. People who eat too much junk food or stay up all night gaming make the same quick, silly choices. It's not just about pornography, it's about how it takes over your mind. If you notice this, like skipping important things, don't let it grow. Talk to someone. You can take back control and make better moves. This can really change your life. Don't wait. Wow, we've learned so much today. Let's wrap it up. Watching too much pornography changes your mind. It sends out dopamine, builds new paths and makes it hard to stop. It can hurt your relationships by making real life feel dull. It can cause body troubles like losing that spark. And it can trick you into bad choices. But here's the power. You can fix it. If you feel trapped, tell a friend, a family member, or a doctor. You're stronger than you think, and help is always there. Thanks for listening to this practice. I hope you enjoyed it and picked up new words like dopamine, rewire, numb, and tolerance. Try saying them out loud. They're super useful. What did you think? Were you surprised by Tom's story or Anna's test? Tell me what hit you the most. I'd love to know. If you want more lessons like this, let me know too. I'm here to help you shine in English. This is Alex, saying see you next time. Keep practicing, stay curious, and have an amazing day. Bye for now.